good evening and welcome to this homeopathic webinar series by Homeopathy Junction and Asha Homeopathic Academy. And today, as a speaker, we have with us again Dr. Malak Shah. And this webinar we have organized on public demand because the last webinar was very interesting and for everyone, a lot of learning happened, and we really enjoyed what Dr. Malak sir has taught us. And this webinar is also about panic anxiety disorders, and he will take a few cases and also explain how he approaches a case. So I want to introduce Dr. Malak to everyone who are new here. And Dr. Malak Shah is a young and dynamic homeopath from Gujarat, Vadodara. He has done his MD Psychiatry, and his thesis, which he did in his post-graduation, was also on anxiety disorders, and he's very much interested in dealing with psychiatric cases, different varieties of psychiatric cases, along with the regular practice. He's also pursuing postgraduate fellowship in homeopathic psychiatry and counseling, and he's also an assistant professor in Pioneer Homeopathic Medical College in Vadodara in Repertory Department. He practices classical homeopathy in Dynamis Homeo Clinic in Vadodara since 2007. Dynamis Homeopathy Clinic is the place where you find synergy of the various healing systems to achieve cure for the patient, like homeopathy, nutrition, yoga, meditation, and lot of techniques which Dr. Malak uses. The Vadodara Satellite Center of the Other Song, an international academy, is also part of the Dynamis Homeopathy Clinic. He has worked under the guidance of world-renowned homeopaths like Dr. Rajan Sankaran for 1.5 years at the Other Song Academy itself. He has also worked as a mentor at Batraz Homeopathy, guiding doctors of total 8 branches of Pune, Batraz Homeopathy Online. His unique case-taking technique of zero in to understand the complaints of his patient is also very appreciated amongst the patients. He's fond of reading and trekking, especially the Himalayan trekking, to experience the nature in its original form. He's very much interested to understand oneself and cosmos, which led him to learn and apply various meditative techniques to get awareness regarding oneself and surrounding. We are very happy to have you, sir, again for this webinar, and I'm very thankful to you, very grateful to you that you found out this time for us. So you're most welcome.
Thank you.
Okay, so you take over now. I have 2 requests to all the participants. One is, please keep yourself mute during the webinar. Whenever you want to ask a question or you want to discuss anything, at the end of the webinar, you can type in the chat box. And even if you want to speak, just unmute yourself at the end and then speak, not in between. And second thing is, we have a 40 minutes time limit, so we have to reconnect with the same link which has been provided to you already, with which you have connected right now. So please connect after 40 minutes. I will type a message in the chat box when it will end. Thank you so much for the cooperation, and over to you. So
Thank you, Dr. Yamini. Thanks for such a elaborative introduction.
it was very short actually.
No, it's too long for me.
It is short.
Chalo, so let's begin our understanding. We further elaborate our understanding regarding the anxiety disorder. Just let me mute my mobile. Okay. Okay. So first of all, I would like to dedicate this this webinar to my guru, Dr. Rajan Sankaran. And so he is the person who has guided me not only regarding the homeopathy, but also regarding how to live life. So this whole webinar is dedicated to you, sir. We start with a case directly. Now, this case, just coming back to me, just consulted that person, this male guy, 30 years old guy, just consulted me just 1 year back. And the pace of the case is also little bit slow. That is what I have observed throughout the case taking. He is a computer engineer by profession, and just on a first, I can say the image would be a kind of he looks very anxious for me. So we started the case. So he just continuously started to talk one after another. He told me that when I was doing job at that time, I also feel very stressed. So it is not like that. Means what does this mean? Also feel, that means right now also he is in stress. So that time also he was feeling stress. So and this doing job in a IT factor, IT company starts just before 1 year. So whenever I have to start my new job, I'm getting this stress thing. So step by step, he's giving us a clue who is he basically as a person. So in homeopathy, specifically while you are handling the psychiatric cases, this thing is very much important to understand to whom you are dealing with as a person. So even before that, whenever I go to any examination, I have this examination fear before 1 hour. And during my job, so he was again talking about 1 year before experience. One of my friend got a kind of anxiety, panic anxiety. He told me his symptoms, like he is having a panic anxiety. He feels anxiety in chest, nausea and vomiting and all the things. And at that time, I just ignore this thing and continue my job. But meanwhile, while continuing with my job, I need to appear for the examination regarding the software engineering. So for the preparation of examination, I quit my job and started a preparation for the examination. Now this creating a pressure on him. What happen if I cannot pass my examination, a government examination, and other side I have left my job. So now these two things, one side examination pressure, other side career related pressure. Now this pressure create anxiety in him. Last time we had studied regarding id, ego and superego, how a pressure produces anxiety. When we would not be able to handle id and superego together, it tends to produce anxiety. So that is what the triggering factor for him before 1 year. So in that stress condition, now these are his physical symptoms. I got palpitation in my abdomen and giddiness like feeling. I remember that, oh, my friend has also kind of same kind of symptoms. And that is how attack started before 1 year. He just continued his talk. So constantly I felt that something will happen to me. This pressure overpower me. He put a hand gesture like this, overpower me. I cannot sleep properly. I feel heaviness in the chest, feel constriction in the chest, feel constant anxiety and heaviness. I feel giddiness and difficulty in breathing, and I feel a weight over my chest. So at that time, I decided to go to my village because of this pressure thing and all the things. So it is like better I read and all the thing, just to go back to my own village and then be prepared for the examination. So as I was not feeling okay during traveling, suddenly I got panic attack. Now while I was going to village by bus, during bus, now this is very I can say peculiar thing for me. Okay, just during bus only he got this sudden panic attack. he felt that I will not reach at home. I become so panicky that I just come out from bus and stayed in one of my friend's home. In that, so in between the journey, one village came where his friend stayed. So because of this panicky anxiety, he just uh, come out from the bus and stayed that particular friend's village, friend's house. Uh, isn't it very peculiar? So he was so frightened, and he produces a profuse perspiration and giddiness. At that time, I need to consult some doctor immediately, otherwise I will fall down. I become very restless. I need to active my mind, otherwise I will fall down. Now, this is again very peculiar thing for me. Okay, I need to active my mind, otherwise I will fall down. I need to consult my doctor, otherwise I will fall down. I have no confidence on my body that I can remain stable. So I went to hospital for the examination, but my pulse, blood pressure, cardiogram all were normal. So I can't remain alone, otherwise something happened to me. I will get vertigo and I will die. I couldn't sleep at that time. I feel constant thoughts were coming to me. I feel so much so restlessness at that time. So at that time, suddenly I got up from sleep, and again this continued flow started in the morning. I still find this difficulty in my breathing and this heaviness in chest. So look, difficulty in breathing, heaviness in chest, profuse perspiration, restlessness, constant thoughts. All these are the common symptom of panic anxiety disorder. So during case, you need to understand what the same like what we are doing in pathological cases. We need to understand what are the common symptom of this particular problem and what are the individual symptom of this particular problem. You need to understand this thing. So even in car, I cannot travel at that time. I get so frightened that I will get vertigo and I will fall down during traveling.
Please.
Hello. I can't travel alone. So my wife came to accompany me. So he called his wife and she came back to hello, am I audible? Hello.
Yes, yes.
Okay. So his wife accompany him and then they go at their own village. I cannot remain alone at that time. So after these incidents, I've started a psychiatric medicine, but still fear was there that I cannot go alone outside. Otherwise, I will fall down and I will die. So this is the story till now, which patient has told us how to proceed further. As I told you, all these symptoms which I am getting, or all the information which I am getting from the participant, from the patient, is a kind of normal common symptoms of panic anxiety disorder. So what to do at that time? So again, I need to ask, when I have no idea, the best person or the best thing is I ask to the patient only. So at that time, I ask him, so out of all these things, what would be your worst fear? He told me there are three worst fear. First is I will get giddiness, I will fall down, and I will die. And because of these three fear, I do not want to go alone. Again, I ask, as he has given me a three option, I do not want to select out of these three which one is the worst. I ask him again. So out of all these three, which one is the worst? So he told me fear of falling. I lost my confidence at that time. I will get panic attack and I will fall down. My heart will stop at that time. No one is with me. How would I survive? I cannot breathe and I will die. A psychiatric doctor told me my in my body a serotonin level is low, and that is why I am getting these panic attacks. And after taking his medicine, I am not getting such attacks like before. And I could go alone without any fear. That is what a patient told me regarding the present state condition. Again, he continued his story. Okay, again, after that first panic attack, again a panic attack start after 20 or 25 days. And when this happened, when I needed to take my mother to the hospital, and doctor told me that she need to get operated. As soon as I heard about operation, again these panic attacks started. I started a profuse perspiration, chest pain, breathlessness. Of course, intensity was less than before, but yes, again it started. After that, I came back to Baroda, as again I want to read and give examination. But now I am having this particular fear of being alone. I got the fear of traveling. As soon I do traveling, again this panic attack start. So I got because I got my first panic attack during traveling. So that is what the triggering part, which we have uh, tried to understood last time also. So when I was used to such panic attacks, I know that, as doctor has also told me the same thing, you are not going to die. I'll write this thing in on stamp paper and will give you. So I have that confidence now. Okay, I will not die. So I used to get such panic attacks, but now intensity is less. That I am not going to die, as doctor has told me already. But I need to take the psychiatric medicines. And now then again he told me now actually right now what is happening, okay, since last 3 months what happened, doctor has started to reduce the dose, but now as soon as he has started to reduce the dose, again headache started. And when this happened, he told me, okay, when I am in a present state I am fine, but when I do start to think any negative about either about the past or about the future. So when I'm present state, in a present state, I'm completely okay. I'm healthy. But when thoughts continuously are going on about past or about future, at that time I get headache. I feel confused at that time. What to do further? I become blank at that time. And right now, when he has given me a case, he told me since 2 days, I feel that this heaviness and blank in my head. Again, I feel anxiety like before. And it is right now, it is more at night after dinner. So again, look, during case taking, my main aim is to individualize my patient basically in homeopathy, of course. So till now, I would not be able to get that PQRS or individual symptom. The hints are there, but not in a clear cut way. So again, I ask to the patient to please give me your, tell me more about the experience you experienced during anxiety. So when I asked him about anxiety, he told me the experience during anxiety is fear. Again, during that fear, I have all these physical symptoms: heaviness in chest, perspiration in hands and feet. I feel negative about all, feel so frightened at that time. I feel trembling. I feel that something will happen to me or my family. I feel this anxiety in my stomach, and which is better after irritations. I feel sudden startle of body out of fear. It's like in Gujarati, drasko lage. And the same experience I am feeling when you are means I feel when you are frightened. So these sentence, same feeling I feel when you are frightened, give me a clue that now whatever I will ask regarding anxiety, this is the I can say depth of the questions. And इससे आगे I cannot proceed him further. So he is giving me another clue. Now I need to ask him regarding the frighten or regarding the fears. So I asked him, so tell me more about your fears in general. So he told me I am having a fear during examination, which he had also told me earlier, and he also told me earlier experience. So I will not go further into this experience. But another thing which he has told me is a phobia. He has having a phobia of height, and during that phobia, the experience he find is I cannot be stable at high place. I cannot sit down. When I sit down, oh, it's like fear that I will fall down. This is a very typical. So when I further ask him, okay, tell me that fear, he suddenly moved back like this, the fear of falling down, and I feel heaviness in my chest. I feel that something will happen to me. I need to control myself. I feel that I fear that I will lose my control and will fall down. I lose my confidence on my body at that time. Confidence regarding standing, being stable and not falling down. That is what the biggest, deepest fear when I'm experiencing this fear of falling down. Okay, I do not have that particular confidence regarding my own body, controlling my body, and I will fall down. So it's like this. I asked him further, any other fear? He told me I cannot enjoy rides. The same thing, the same experience I get. A same fear of falling down from the rides. I cannot control myself. Same, I don't have confidence at that time on me or on my body. A confidence regarding controlling one's own body. I feel at that time that my body is not supporting me. I, I do not have that control. I further asked him, any other fear? He told me again, another fear, fear of water. And then again, he told me not actually the fear of water, but fear of swimming. So again, I asked him, okay, why do you feel that anxiety? He told me, I feel that anxiety that when you are floating during swimming, the same feel I or the same experience I get, the fear of losing my control over my own body and I will drown. So in a general, he further told me further, okay, in general nowadays, what happened? My body become numb and I cannot move my body. Then consciously, I need to move myself to get that confidence that yes, my body is moving. And this numbness is more on my left side. So this is what the case is. What to do? Which medicine to give? Any suggestion from your side? Gelsemium argentinum nitricum. Okay. Okay, okay, boron, lac equinum. Okay, so let's go further. Let's understand the whole case. So again, when I was after case taking, I have 1, 2, 3, 4 medicines in my mind, but I asked myself, okay, let's understand this case. So I write down at the end of the case taking, I just write down in my page, okay, what are the main things in the case. So in this case, he has having a stressed when a new job. He has also having a stress during examination, before examination. His friends got panic anxiety attack. He left his job, which produces a stress in him. Examination. So a stress, one side there is a examination pressure, another side there is a career pressure, which ultimately tend to produce anxiety in him. And the experience in that stress, he feel palpitation with giddiness, with restlessness sleep, difficulty in breathing. He feels weight on chest, perspiration, trembling of hands and feet, frighten, something will happen to me or my body, my family, anxiety in stomach, which is amelioration by irritation, startled of body out of fear. Again, this is another very important factor. During traveling, he has having this panic anxiety attack, and the same kind of experience, panic experience he feel. He constantly feels that I need to consult the doctor, otherwise I will fall down. No confidence on my body at that time that I can remain stable. I cannot remain alone. I will get vertigo and I will die. These are the three main worst fear for him: a giddiness, falling down, and death. And because of all these three things, fear of being alone. Again, get panicky attack when mother was hospitalized. Again, his experience regarding the during the phobia of height, fear of falling. I need that control. Otherwise, I will lose my control and will fall down. No confidence on my body regarding being stable and not falling down, and fear of swimming, fear of losing control over one's body. So this is the whole case. So when again in depth, when I zoom into the case, I find these are the most individual PQRS symptoms in the case. Otherwise, the remaining will be a kind of a common symptoms which I found in panic anxiety disorder. So here I'll found this fear of falling down is very characteristic, with vertigo and I will die, fear of losing control over one's body, no confidence over one's body about being stable, sudden startle from fright, breathlessness with profuse perspiration, with trembling of body, and getting a phobia, a height, phobia related with height, and phobia related with swimming. So these are the PQRS symptoms. Some more suggestions: Kali silicata, Kali carb, carbovage, beryllium, boron, okay, sulfur. So all are from the mineral kingdom, most of. Okay. So which medicine to give finally? So simple. When there is so much so confusion, what to do? Simple, repertorize the case. Better to have a firm ground now. So I repertorize the case. These are the symptoms: thoughts profound, thoughts rapid, quick, thoughts persistent, tormenting, delusion when alone, fear that something will happen, fear that something will happen when alone, eh? Fear of falling, fear of panicky attacks, overpowering, delusion, imagination that heart will stop, sleeplessness from thoughts, in stomach, emotional anxiety aggravates, palpitation of heart, mind thoughts persistence of the past, mind with trembling, something will happen to me or my family, a very much anxiety experience in stomach, stomach anxiety with nausea, fear of high places, and fear of losing control. So the first medicine which is covering almost all symptoms, not all, but most of them, is Argentinum nitricum. So finally, which medicine to give? So a medicine given is Borax 1M. Sankaran sir always tells us, okay, it's like you should be a master of repertory, but not the slave. But of course, you will get some hint. It is not like it's totally not useful thing. Of course, it is very useful because Argentinum nitricum, the nitricum parts is also belongs to row 2, and the prescription which I have given is also from the row 2. So in order to understand why I have given this medicine, let's understand this row 2 from the periodic table so that you will have a clear cut understanding. Why not nitricum? Why not gelsemium? Why not any other things but the borax? So as we in the first row, which has to do with hydrogen line, which has to do with a conception and existence. So row 2, lithium line. All these are elements you will find in lithium line, and here you will find issue which are related with birth and separation. Believe me, this understanding of this row 2 is very important. We are just using carbon and a nitrogen or nitricum compounds and borax, but in a therapeutic way. But when you understand these row thoroughly, you will get really a beautiful prescription and result. So this is the whole row 2 indicates a stages of labor. Let's understand this thing one by one. So in row 2, in lithium line, these are the common symptoms. You will have a reaction which is sudden and panicky, and aggravation by slightest noise. You will find unexpected situation tends to produce symptoms. A life and death situation. A person will be very instinctive and reflex reaction. We find many fears. Most of the fears which are related with natural calamities we will find a sudden danger from the animal, a kind of an acute crisis, fear of falling, fear of suffocation, and claustrophobia because of the whole birth process. So remedies to the left side of periodic table, which is lithium, beryllium, and boron, you will find a more reactive to sudden noise. They are more instinctive. They have a more fear of falling. They are joking and startling. And the remedies which are more in the right side, which are nitrogen, oxygen, and chlorine, you will find more suffocation, claustrophobia, and desire to go out. And the carbon, which is in between the row 2, you will find all these symptoms. So let's try to understand the birth process and the elements related with each stage of birth process. Stage 1, in which indicated medicine is lithium. So in this particular stage, it's like a fetus who is still in the womb. You will find no sign of separation, not even thought of it. Totally depend, totally feeling completely in a need of everything on the others. Complete, totally helplessness like this. I will not even think of, okay, I have to be separated from my mother. It's like just remain. Followed by that, the second stage, which has to do with beryllium. So when fetus is complete at 9 months and ready to be born, the labor process which is already begin. So at that time, he feels extremely scared of separation. This is the stage where a head of the fetus is still floating before engagement. So that is what the stage of the beryllium. And you will, okay, so we are continuing while understanding route to lithium line. So in the stage 2, which is related with beryllium, you will find still baby is floating before engagement. So in which you will find a main issue, a cases related with beryllium, you will find extreme scared of separation. They are very, very, very much panicky and scary because of this sense of separation. Then after that, a stage 3 boron. Now baby is descending in the womb and baby losing its stable position. So baby like to hold the stable position. So here you will find a main symptom, holding desire for. So this is the stage of boron where a baby descends through the pelvic inlet. After that, the stage of carbon. So this is the stage where the head of the body engaged itself. Now no going back. So this is the stage where a person feels there is no going back, and you will find a first sign of I. Am I be me? Am I be on my own? That is what the issue related with carbon. Am I be me? Am I be able to react? Do I have that capacity? Where you find engagement occurs during birth process. After that, the next stage is stage related with nitrogen. This is the stage where body still, a baby is still connected to the mother, but now he has to be released. He wants to get out from the womb as early as possible, suffocated, and wants to come out from as early as possible, as soon as possible. In nitrogen, you find a whole process, a process of extension with this external rotation, and with the finally a baby comes out. And these all these three process comes happens in a seconds, not in a, so very fast process, very panicky. and you need to come out from the womb from as early as possible, otherwise you will die. And that the same panicky you will be able to find out in the patient who need nitrogen or the nitricum compounds, I can say. After that, the next stage is stage related with oxygen. Here the baby is now released, delivered, and take its own first independent breath like this, a first breath. So here the main thing is, am I able to take the first breath? Do I have that capacity? And then after that, the last stage is stage related with fluorine. Finally, baby is coming out, separation is there. Now the last thing, umbilical cord, which is connecting me with my mother, this must cut. So in fluoric acid, you also find the rubric must dissolve the marriage, must think. So that is what the whole labor process and the indicated medicine which are related with row 2, and our patient stuck at this particular stage, row 3, fear of descent, falling down. So the boron is the stage where baby further descending down in the womb. There is a doubt about the stability of the structure, doubt about one's own capacity, extreme fear of falling, want to hold tightly, which is an instinctive process, fear of downward motion. We know these things by heart, keynote, and fear of rides. You also find rocking amelioration also and rocking aggravation also in the boron. So let's understand this boron even also PM point of view, a personal evolution point of view. This is the whole periodic table, PM point of view. And where is boron? Here. You find a lithium line which is related with womb stage, and a third column which has to do with anal stage of development, which has to do with autonomy. So this is the womb stage, lithium line. So up to womb stage, up to row 2, all these are a pre-ego stage. These row 1 and row 2, both these to be considered as a pre-ego stage. By the same way, in the plants, a subclass 1 is related with pre-ego stage, and by the same way, a first column, which is a womb stage in the all these rows, is also related with this womb stage. Also in animals, if you will be able to see aquatic animals in the invertebrates and aquatic animals which has to do with womb, also related with womb stage, and they are also a kind of a pre-ego stage. So these are the DD, I can say, differential diagnosis in the all these 3 kingdoms. We further understand lithium line. So at the stage of childbirth, you will find a very weak ego. As you find, a ego will start from the natrum lines, from the row 3. So here, as there is no ego or very weak ego, you will find a tremendous fears, but which are very vague, and normally they rule the life as they are very strong. So when ego is weak, it tends to produce anxiety. When this weak ego, you try to keep your ego intact, it will produce OCD, obsessive compulsive disorder. And when this ego break down, during our ego defense mechanism, this defense mechanism breakdown, it tend to produce schizophrenia. This just for to understand psychiatry in general. So they want to keep things in control. All these uh, column 3 medicines, row 2 medicines, boron, nitricums, oxygens, all are OCD. They cannot separate. They want to cling. They need warmth. They need to be hugged, wrapped in love, affection, and cozy feeling. And they find it dizziness. They cannot tolerate strong sensory inputs. They cannot face the world. They want, what is their practical problem is, they want to start in a living, same like our patient. When I am in a present, I am completely okay. But when I am in a past or a future, panic attacks or headache starts. You will find very frequently a dreams of falling and pleasant or unpleasant dreams of swimming. You will also find in this row 2 most of the time elements before the carbons. They are very curious, but this curiosity is not a kind of a practical curiosity, but very idle one. They are a kind of very curious. I remember one case about the universe. They are very curious about God. They are very curious about what will beyond these night and day. So the curiosity is also you will find in many medicines, but here a curiosity, a kind of a very ideal one, not a practical one. And along with womb, the boron is also related with anal stage. So these are the symptoms which you find in anal stage. A main thing is autonomy. They want control. And this column 3 is very important for panic anxiety disorder, whether it is boron or alumina or a scandium. They feel not grounded. They feel confused, no clarity, weak-willed, unsteady like a boat. They always investing, scanning. So most of the time they came with lot of reports, and all reports are normal. Under underestimating one's own self. They cannot make up they are very low in a confidence. They want some structure on which they can on dependent. So they want own structure, but they have that doubt on one's own capacity. So they wants to hold, wants to grip with someone or with something. So in a crux, when you combine these two things, unsure about trifles, which is a borax, they start doubting about mind and body. You will find lots of OCD symptoms in borax. Doubting about mind. When you have a doubt about your body, it tends to produce hypochondriasis. They feel not grounded, not rooted, not in control. They have a issue related with vertigo, fear of downward motion, falling down, and falling down. They have a doubt, lots and lots of doubt regarding one's own functioning of body. So they will do scanning, they will do all kind of reports, CT scan, MRI, all, and not once, twice, thrice, and repeated. But there is no pathology you will find. So this is the borax, and the which differentiation which I found between borax and nitrogen. This is very important when you try to differentiate between whether I should go for a nitrogen or a nitricum compounds, or whether I should give boron, because both are very much similar, but you will also find a quite different distinctive symptoms in them. In boron, you will find a slow pace. As I told you, in this case, a case taking process is little bit slow. It takes more than 1 hour for me during this case. In nitrogen, you will find a fast pace. In boron, you will find time passes too quickly and I cannot cope with it. In nitrogen, you will find time passes too slowly, and this slowness produces frustration and suffocation. Lithium, boron you will find in left side of the periodic table. Nitrogen you will find in right side of periodic table. In boron, you will find I need to be grounded. I want to that ground, that stability. In nitrogen, they want space. They want air. In nitrogen, you will find crowd amelioration, company ameliorates. In nitrogen, you will find crowd aggravation. Here, borax wants to cling, while nitrogen wants to separate. In borax, you will find this specific hand gesture, whether I should be up or a down, and there is a dilemma, a confusion, and they cannot decide. While in nitrogen, you will find stuck in their experience, in their deepest experience, they will stuck and suffocated. In both, you will find things are beyond control. In both, you will find they are planning. Without planning, they cannot work in a practical world. But for borax, a planning has to do with hesitation. The reaction will be a hesitation and confusion, while here during planning they are very impulsive in nature. In nitrogen, in borax they are more anxious. In nitrogen you will find more anger, frustration and bursting. Boron wants to prefer at home, while nitrogen wants to out. They prefer out of home. In in boron, you will find fear of height. But when there is a fear of height or fear of falling, normally they clings. While here, when they are looking below from the height, they have an impulse to jump. In boron, you will find acute miasm, while in nitrogen or nitricums, you will find a tubercular miasm. In boron, you will find a panic anxiety disorder with social phobia, with OCD, obsessive compulsive disorder, and with hypochondriasis. While in in nitrogens, you will find panic anxiety disorder, which are related with agoraphobia and claustrophobia. So that is what, even in panic anxiety disorder, the associated symptoms will be different in boron and also in nitricums. So this is the DD of boron and nitrogen. So we come back again to our case, follow-up of course. So follow-up after 1 month, patient finds no headache. If he's feeling better, not so much anxiety like before. Still anxiety is there. It's not like that completely gone, but sleep is better. Weakness and numbness is better than before, but still it is there. A follow-up after 3 months, still stress is there, but now I can handle it. I feel more energetic than before. No negative dreams like before, which he had not told me earlier, other negative dreams. But now he told me no negative dreams like before. Even the another part, sexuality, which he had not told me earlier, is energy wise, he's feeling okay. Now he can perform more better than earlier. Even allopathic doctor has reduced his dose. Follow up after 9 months, better before. Still headaches are there, but not a severity like before. Now he will be able to travel alone, not a kind of panic attack or a kind of a stress during traveling. He has a more confidence in himself, not getting attacks like before, and he has stopped allopathic medication. Even doctor has suggested now we can try and stop the medication, and still homeopathic point of view, still treatment is continued, but he is doing extremely well with the medicine till I can say it's more than 11-12 months. but patient is doing very well with the medicines, with the same medicine. I do not have to change anything right now. So this is the case. Any query, anything you want to ask? Potency is borax 1m, and repetition is whenever it is required. Regarding the repetition, for me, it's like when I feel a patient is in a stressful mode and not able to cope up, I will repeat the dose. There is no fixed criteria, but I have given him a 1m potency. Okay. Any other? Differentiation between boron and borax.
Hello,
Hello.
can I ask one?
Yes, please.
Hello.
Hello.
The row and the column understanding was very clear, but why not a plant
Hello.
initiate the mineral from the plant? How
I
did we
will
come
not
to know
able.
from this
Hello.
case that this is not a plant and it's a mineral?
A very clear cut for me in this case is he has a doubt regarding one's own body. That I have a doubt regarding my own body. I am not able to control my body. So here issue related with my own capacity. Am I able to control? Am I capable enough? So here always a very clear cut, I can say the aspect, main thing for him is me. Okay, I am okay or not, whether my body is okay or not. In plant you will find a sensitivity and reactivity. Here you will find a totally focus on one's own body. That is what related with road 2. So that is so I have not at all a kind of a confusion why I should not give any plant medicine from subclass 1 or any animal remedies from the womb stage. For me, in this case, it is very clear cut. His whole focus will be on my own body and capacity and ability. So that is why I have not select any plant medicine, but the mineral and from the root is very clear to me in this case.
Okay, thank you, Dr. Malak.
Okay.
Hello.
Yes.
Yes, sir. If the total focus is on one's whole body, can we take this like in road 2? Can there be any incidences of sexual abuse or during their childhood or somewhat like that?
If it is there, patient will tell you, na.
So have you found it, sir, during your
I
practice
have
in
not
road
found.
2 for road?
Not in all cases, in some of the cases, but not in all cases. It is very individual. Not in all cases I have found this sexual abuse.
No, no, not in all cases. I'm saying, can we find this like incidents of
It
sexual
may be
abuse
there.
and road 2 is there? Okay.
No, no, no. For me, look, even if patient is talking regarding the sexual abuse, my main focus will be the patient's experience during sexual abuse. Based on that experience, I will select to how to proceed further. Because sexual abuse, I will say it is a outside situation, outside phenomena, which can happen to anybody, na?
Yes, sir. Yeah.
So I will not select medicine or I will not select kingdom or anything just based on sexual abuse. That is the phenomena. Sexual abuse or the rape is a phenomena. I need to understand the individual experience of that person. Based on that individual experience, I will select medicine.
Okay, sir. Thank you, sir.
Okay. Any other thing? So there are many questions in the chat box. A follow-up criteria in mental disorder will be the same like what we are generally handling in our pathological cases. Whenever I find that person would not be able to cope up during stress condition, I need to repeat. Generally, this is what the criteria regarding the repetition of medicine. And again, regarding the potency reduction, I will be little bit cautious while handling the psychiatric cases, specifically cases which are related with bipolar or schizophrenia. I will not give a higher potency directly. Thank you, sir. Okay, Dr. Yamini, so what to do? Any other questions?
Yes. So, Dr. Rahul, you have raised your hand. So, if you want to ask a question, you can unmute and talk, or else you can just type in the chat box if you want to ask anything.
Good evening, sir.
Very good evening, Rahul.
Hello. Good evening,
Hello.
Yes.
sir.
Very good evening, Rahul.
Sir, please differentiate it with Gelsemium because Gelsemium also, Loginiaceae also belongs to anal stage plant point of
Yes,
view, but they
yes,
are
yes,
very mature and at the right side of the
yes,
table.
yes,
So
yes,
please
yes, yes,
differentiate
yes.
for some cases. Thank you, sir.
So I can say you have answered already. Gelsemium you will find in subclass 6 in a plant, and you will find this for them a basic sensation is sudden shock and a physical experience out of this shock. You will not find this fear of falling, vertigo, otherwise I will die in Gelsemium. So that is what the differentiation I can see. In Gelsemium, you will find a more responsibility, a kind of a subclass 6 qualities will be there, along with anal stage, of course. Even in Camphora, you will find anal stage and subclass 1. Here also, you will find Borax, womb stage and anal stage. So, of course, anal stage has this quality of having panic anxiety disorders and OCD, but the experience of each person in that column 3 anal stage will be different based on the other component. Okay, Rahul?
Yes, sir. Thank you, sir. Thank you, sir.
Okay.
Okay. So, I guess
Still one more kingdom is left.
yeah.
So
And the last
it
question
will
is
be
also for
different.
the same thing. I guess I couldn't see the name, but they have asked that vertigo and not grounded is also present in mollusks. So how to differentiate that?
We'll see next time.
Okay. So that's great. So it was a very nice presentation, Dr. Malak, and very nicely you taught us that how to differentiate between borax, boron, and nitrogen, and left-sided and right-sided remedies,
Yes.
and how to
This is very
approach
crucial.
such cases. So thank you so much. Thanks a lot for
Thanks to you.
this wonderful teaching, and we are eagerly waiting for the next session of Animal Kingdom. Whenever you want to take it.
Me too. Will
Can I
do.
ask something?
Yeah. Who's this?
This is Dr. Chanda here.
Yeah, Dr. Chanda. Go ahead.
Malak,
Chanda
I
madam.
really loved your case, but everyone wants to know why not boron and why borax?
Okay.
Because I have borax only available.
Okay.
Look, boron and borax. In borax, you will find oxygen element. In boron, it's pure element. But besides this, I do not have much differentiation practical point of view. But whenever boron is indicated, I will give borax and will give me result. So I'm not much worry about as I'm getting result.
Can I say something?
Please,
Hello.
please,
Yes,
Dr.
Dr.
Aradhana.
Aradhana, please.
Yeah, so borax also has natrum part. So a strong affinity along with someone, if we find, then usually borax could be indicated. It has a
Okay.
natrum aspect,
Yes.
borax, and boron
Absolutely.
is does not have too much of a natrum aspect. So I have seen if an relationship with someone comes very close, then I
Okay.
think borax is more indicated.
Okay. Okay.
I just wanted to say that.
Thank you. Thank you.
Okay, that's great.
Oh,
And also a few people were asking Dr. Mamta especially that where you can see the first part. So we will put this whole video very soon on YouTube within 2 or 3 days, and I will inform. So I will update it on Facebook and everywhere. And also the previous part, if you have missed the first session by Dr. Mala, that was also panic anxiety disorder, that you can also watch on YouTube. It is already there, and the channel's name is Asha Homeo Health Center. So I will write in the chat box, and you can see that. You can also see on my page and sir's page also. It's there. He has shared already.
yes.
So thank you so
it's
much everyone for attending, and kindly write your feedback to us. You can see the email and mobile number if you want to contact Dr. Malak. You can contact him directly, and I want to express my gratitude to Dr. Malak Shah and also to all the participants who have attended. Thank you so
I can
much.
say more than me, you are more responsible for this thing. So thanks to you, Dr. Yamini.
It's my pleasure,
And
sir. It's a sheer pleasure.
I really feel very, I can say it's wonderful feeling to share all these things with you all. And this platform is wonderful so that we can learn all together. It's not like that I am uh, just giving you a kind of a lecture, but I also learn from all of you. So please keep sharing, and we do grow together. That is what the main intention is.
Definitely, definitely.
So,
Together we can grow
yes,
more.
of course. So
So
thank you.
thank you, and guys, thanks a lot for your nice comments. Keep sharing your feedback and also suggesting if you want to improve if you need us to improve anything, we would be happy to do that. Thank you and have a good night to everyone.
Sure.
Thank you, sir.
Okay, chalo, bye bye, good night.
Bye bye.